Hello guys, and welcome to Yoshi's Story. The second Yoshi game to be, well, unless you count Yoshi and Yoshi Cookie, but the second platforming Yoshi game, and arguably the most unique one, and arguably the fastest. So, I'm doing any percent today. We're running this. And Sneaky, you are joining me. Hello.
Hello. I am indeed joining you to talk about the Yoshis.
What do you know about Yoshis?
Well, I know that Yoshis are a type of fruit that grows from the ground. No, they're a dinosaur that grows from an egg.
That does not go, yeah. What is your favorite Yoshi game?
My favorite Yoshi game is I've only played Yoshi for the NES, so I guess it has to be that one. Oh, and I played Yoshi's Island DS when I was like 8, so maybe that one.
So Sneaky is mostly here because I need someone to help me talk about the game a bit, because once we get going, this will be really fast. It is not a long run. If you know anything about Yoshi's Story, the basic premise of the game is that the Yoshis got put in a storybook, and these baby Yoshis hatched, and they need to get super happy to beat Baby Bowser. And in order to get super happy, as everyone knows, you must eat 30 fruits. So in order to end each chapter, we will be eating 30 fruit to end the chapter. And because of that, if you have the ideal route, it can go really, really fast. There is aspects of playing this game where you can only do one level per chapter on one run, but there are 4 levels in each chapter that you could potentially do, and so that can have some replayability there. On top of that, you do have all melon runs, which is the 100%, where there's 30 melons, specifically not watermelons, but melons, in each level, and if you get all those, you'll get like the highest potential score. Since this game is more of a score attack compared to other, like Yoshi's Island, the score is like a big thing about this game. Anything else you want to add, Sneaky?
I don't think so. I think we can get right into it.
Alright, so the run starts when I pick story mode, and the run ends on the final hit to Baby Bowser, basically when Yoshi stops moving. So, but the final hit's around when that happens. So it'll be 6 hits. In two different phases. So 3 hits in the first phase, 3 hits in the second phase, and then I'll be done. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and count us down. 3, 2, 1, go. Now, what color Yoshi do we have?
We will be selecting the light blue Yoshi.
Alright, so there's no real difference between the Yoshis besides they have different favorite fruit, but for the speedrun it doesn't matter. Technically, green Yoshi is the fastest, because he goes up the screen faster. But the favorite fruit you saw there will be the fruit that will heal us. You'll get a random favorite fruit at the beginning of every run. Alright, now, Snake, if you want to start describing some things while I just focus here.
Yeah, so Yoshi's Story, it doesn't look particularly complex, but the movement in this game that Mega is doing is actually surprisingly, tough. The way that Yoshi eats fruit and spits out their tongue in this game is generally very slow. Whenever you eat something with your tongue, Yoshi will, if you're standing on the ground, Yoshi will completely lock up in place for like half a second and lose all momentum. So, whenever possible, Mega is trying to be mid-jump when he nabs a fruit. But even that cannot completely clear up, because if you land on the ground while you're still in the eating animation of a fruit, then you still get stunned for a bit. So what he has to do for the absolute cleanest movement is right before he hits the ground, he also wants to do another tongue attack in order to cancel the landing lag.
You can also
every time he yoinks the fruit out of the air and keeps going, that is like tech that he had to learn, that it's not just jumping and grabbing.
Yeah, and you can use the tongue to like cancel the tongue, basically. So doing double tongue can cancel the tongue. Now you'll see here, when the chapter ends, you want to reset. The Switch version technically is not allowed by the speedrun community, because for actual record purposes. because it is faster, 30 seconds faster than any other version. But you want to reset the game because it already saves the next chapter ahead of you once you've cleared that score screen. So it's just faster to keep going into the game. And we are into level 2. So that one was really fast. As you can see, this. If it looks like I'm playing like really fast, that like. If you play this game like Sneaky was saying, it does not feel that way playing it for the first time. This is like way more sluggish than Yoshi's Island ever was.
Yeah, Yoshi's movement in this game is like very momentum based, but the game pretty much tries at every opportunity to stop your momentum. You know, anytime you hit an enemy, you get knocked over on your back for like a half second and completely slow down. There's so many things in this game that basically they just slow you down, and Mega's doing his best to avoid all those and just be moving and grooving through these levels, grabbing those fruits.
This level is especially dangerous because the lava will instant kill you, but it does have blargs.
Does have blargs, which are a classic of enemy, known to live in pits.
Okay. So I'm just trying to focus here. Feel free to, like, if you have anything you want to add, Sneaky, feel free. Though we are coming up with on the level end here in 1 second. Oh, hang on. I forgot to get this melon. I think. The placement for ground pounds can be really touch and go. Also touch and go.
Yoshi's touch and go.
I'm gonna screw this up. Okay. Alright, and that's the level.
If we have time for a donation.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, we have a $55.77 donation from TwitchNick023. Thank you, TwitchNick, who says, an absolutely lovely event and amazing cause.
Alright, so one thing, there is a technique that I am really bad at pulling off. I think that's called like dusting, which is a way to, like, you can see there in the first level, we had to get a heart. And we want to get the heart because the hearts will allow you to get different levels. So however many hearts you get per level will, like, when you get to the next chapter, that's how many potential choices you have to select from. So you have 2 hearts, or if you have a heart, you can select from chapter 1 or level 1 or level 2. And Blarg, oh no, okay, we're doing this level with Green Yoshi, my bad.
How could you do such a thing, Mega?
I'm sorry.
Our viewer base paid good money for Light Blue Yoshi.
I'll bring him back. But anyway, we need to get that heart in order for because that level Blarg Pit was the fastest. But you saw we had to reveal it with the ground pound. There is a technique that if you can ground pound very close to the ground, you can basically ground pound without any animation. And it won't activate, like, the ground pound for enemies, but it will activate the ground pound for revealing secrets. So that's a way to quickly reveal stuff. The timing on it is very precise.
Yeah, Yoshi's story is surprisingly rich in, like, movement tech. You would not expect it from a game that looks like baby's first video game, but there's a lot of little tricks that you can do in this game to just shave a couple seconds off every little action.
Yeah, it also has really weird enemies. Alright, so one thing we didn't mention is this fruit here there's a fruit we're going to grab. It's Super Happy Fruit. When you're in a Super Happy state, when you ground pound, you can do this.
Every enemy on screen turns into your fruit of
the
choice.
favorite fruit specifically. Whatever, or lucky fruit. Sorry, not favorite fruit. This fruit, Green Yoshi likes melons.
Ah, I see.
And in Chapter 3, we always have a mini-boss. So here we have the mini-boss of this one. You might know it from such articles as the easiest boss of all time.
Yep. Star of every top 10 easiest video game bosses. We have Cloud and Candy.
Come on. get down here. Thank you. All right, and there's level 3. Well, chapter 3.
Cloud and Candy, known for a special talent of every time you attack them, you also regain HP.
Yeah. You actively have to attempt, you have to go out your way to die to him. Because eating fruit will heal you, basically, in this game. And the Yoshi's favorite fruit will heal you more. The lucky fruit will full heal you. So whatever the lucky fruit is for that run, in this case, is bananas. Which I hear are a big part of this this marathon. Alright, so we're gonna pick Cyan Yoshi.
Yep, make sure you pick light blue. Light blue Yoshi.
Okay. There we go. Sorry about that. Oh, I don't want to. Chili peppers will damage you, unfortunately, but it's fine. Alright,
only very hardcore Yoshis consider peppers to be a fruit.
There's really not much to say in this level, so Sneaky, if you want to go ahead and say whatever you need to say.
Well, I will open the floor to K-Man first, if he has anything.
Sure, I've got a donation. We got a $20.23 donation from Zebra, who says, "Hi, K-Man." Hi, Zebra.
Friend of yours, I assume?
Yep, friend of the show.
Awesome.
Okay. Now, if you're really sick, you can do that section ending in a fruit that will let you, if it was melons, for example, you could grab this, and if you get 6 fruits, it will generate a super happy fruit. So in doing that, you can continue carrying the chain. Unfortunately, I have not been able to pull that off, but I think I should be able to do this much faster than some of my other runs, because I now know all the locations of the fruit here.
Mm-hmm. And this level is also one where we need to pick up a heart for the future world, isn't it?
Yeah, we had to pick up 2 hearts, actually, because the next one, level 3, is going to be the fastest for the next world.
So this level is interesting, because it has a lot of these enemies in this room you can see, and you may see these guys and say, oh, that's Spike.
Nope.
That is not Spike. That is a different enemy who is separate from Spike. That is a Gabon. It looks exactly like Spike and it acts exactly like Spike, but that's Gabon.
It may look like
totally
Spike,
different guy,
but it's not. Okay. Actually, I didn't need to do that. I don't know why I did that. But I'm fine. Speaking of, if you want to talk about an enemy in the first level we didn't get to talk about.
Oh yeah, so in the first level there's a very fun enemy, which is the Fuzzy Wiggler, which is a sort of wiggler with a mushroom, a fungus infection. It's green and covered in mold, and it has a little mushroom on its head. And notably important, it is not to be confused with Fuzzler, which is a different Fuzzy Wiggler type enemy that was introduced in Super Mario 3D World. They are completely different. Please do not conflate these enemies. Fuzzy Wiggler is completely separate.
Also, it has cloud noises when you jump on it. Yeah, this run is not long. It's a very fast run. We're already on the second to last level here. Okay, we got light blue Yoshi. We're good. Okay, so this is Shy Guy Limbo. As everyone knows, Shy Guys love to limbo.
Everybody loves Limbo Mega. That's not special for Shy Guys.
How good are you at limboing? How low can you go?
Quite low, as they say.
Okay.
Well, if we have time for a donation.
Yeah, go ahead.
We got a $9 donation from Zebra again, who says, "Where was my extra $9? Ski, huh? Fixed. Thanks, K-Man." And he gives me like a :D, and he goes, "Jogo, ha ha ha," and then he gives me a little winky face. Thank you, Zebra. And with that, We have reached $1,200 donated. So thanks, everyone, and keep the marathon going.
Thank you very much, everybody. And thank you, K-Man, for making sure to enunciate those smiley faces in that message. That's always very important.
It's my one job here.
Okay, so here's one of the hearts we'll need. I'm pretty sure I got that. I think I heard the noise.
Made the noise, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you see, when I'm jumping here, like, normally, if you're not jumping in midair, like, you're gonna usually, like, have a gulp animation that's gonna take forever. I'm just being a little cautious here, because I have accidentally died here a few times, and I'm getting a little bit of flashbacks.
Yeah. Another interesting control quirk of this game is that if you're in midair, you can aim your tongue downward. But if you hold down and press the tongue button, it will do a ground pound.
Yeah.
What you need to do to actually tongue downwards is to tongue forwards and then move your control stick to aim it downwards, which is a very risky technique if you're trying to, say, grab a fruit over a bottomless pit.
Yeah. I'm not even, like, people are way better at this game than I am. Like, I'm proud of how good I've gotten that I can get at the time that I can get on this, but some of the movement is, like, insane, especially when, again, when you play the game yourself, it's on Switch, play it yourself, you'll be like, wow, why does Yoshi... Because they're babies. These are baby Yoshis. They don't know how to move yet. They're too infantile, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and we're on to the last level. This is Go's Castle. Do you want to explain these boos real quick? Because it's gonna be getting to the end here real quick, but the boos are fun.
Yeah, so these are blindfold boos. They covered up their eyes so they don't know if you're looking at them. They've beaten their stage fright, but that also means they can't see you. So they instead will try to echolocate you and chase after any noises they hear. Which is a very interesting spin on the boo enemy.
It has mixed results for them.
Yeah. In general, Yoshi's story is very insistent on not directly reusing any Mario enemies. They always try to throw a twist on them, like with the Fuzzy Wiggler, or these blindfold boos, or the Gabons.
Yeah. Alright, and this is going to be reaching the end here. So this level here, you'll quickly see there's all these baby boos. And if I don't screw up here... Fruit galore!
Using the super happy heart.
All the banana. Oh, banana!
Oh, banana. Turn all those, like, 50 baby boos into delicious, delectable bananas.
So this is Baby Bowser. He stole the super happy tree. Unfortunately for him, baby Yoshis apparently have exploding eggs. So you'll see here.
Yeah, whenever Mega throws an egg, it leaves this lingering firework effect behind, which is incredibly powerful at just locking down an area that Bowser keeps trying to fly into.
Yep. Alright, time is coming up on the third hit here when I lose control. So give me 1 second. Ah, come on.
You got this, Mega?
Die! Die, monster!
They're this
Alright,
baby
end
Bowser
time.
who's boss.
End time. I think that's, like, about near my PB, I think, if I'm looking at the time right, or it's close to my PB. Ugh.
GG, if I could sneak in one quick donation here.
Yep, real quick, and then, yeah.
We got a $64 donation from CakeMan777 who says, Yoshi's story on the 64. Thank you, CakeMan777.
Yeah, this game is really fun. It's an underrated game, I feel like. This game is I appreciate how different it is from Yoshi's Island. A lot of the later games try to just be Yoshi's Island again. It's very cute and it's very unique. Also, real quick fun fact I wanted to say, for the purple Yoshi... Oh, wait, we should do... Hang on. 'Cause we have time. We would need
SGM.
SGM. Ah!
SGM.
But anyway, the thing I want to say real quick is that Purple Yoshi is a notorious hoax. There's no Purple Yoshi in this game. But many game sites have said that if you collect all the coins, you get Purple Yoshi. That's just not true. There's Black Yoshi and White Yoshi who can be unlocked, and they like all the fruits. But they're the only secret characters. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. This is a very fast one, but I think this is a fun game, honestly. Yeah, the movement is really rough, but like learning the speed run actually, like, it's kind of almost like I don't know how to like describe it, Sneaky, right? Like, it's like, because it's so rough, when you do it well, it makes you feel even better doing it, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah. It's like there's so many small things that slow you down. It's like every time you manage to just keep going fast, it feels incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, the grapes are just for the blue Yoshis, because there's no blue fruit.
Yeah. Famously, there are no fruits that are blue.
Never heard of it. What's that?
There is the blue raspberry.
That's my favorite blue fruit. That's actually a fruit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's about it. I mean, we can watch the credits. I don't know what we have for time. Otherwise, I can do wrap up. I knew I was gonna probably be underestimate, especially once I started practicing this. So I'm really proud of my progress on this, and I hope you guys, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. I feel like we didn't have time to talk about everything because the game is just so fast. I can just run it back and do it again. I honestly probably have the time for that, but I'll just wait to see confirmation. But Sneaky, is there anything you want to mention about this game?
Not really. I think you did forget, though, is that Purple Yoshi is real. If you unlock Luigi in Mario 64 and then do a stop and swap to Yoshi's story, it will actually unlock the Purple Yoshi for gameplay.
This is true. And when you hack him into the game, his favorite fruit is grapes.
Yeah. But obviously, we did not have the time to do that for the run, so much like the white and black Yoshis, purple was not an option on the bowl.
Yeah. I'm going to sign up? Okay. So I will be back later for announcing during the Mario Kart block. But I stream on Twitch under MegaFreak400. I do a bunch of variety stuff right now. I'm doing next week, like, I'm doing SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, doing a look at that, as well as another Crab's Treasure, doing a lot of first looks. But May is gonna be some Wonder Boy I'm playing, as well as in June starting a first playthrough of Final Fantasy VI. But like I said, I will be back for announcing at 8. Sneaky, this is it for you, I think, right?
Yep, that's all. I mean, I might show up as a player in Mario Kart, but this is all of me talking, yapping.
Larry Koopa? Larry Koopa? You're gonna play Larry Koopa?
Maybe? I don't know.
He is scientifically the best Koopaling. Like,
I guess if you're commentating, you can't play, so I'll see if I can.
I also don't have the game, so I can't play.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for playing my game. This is happy end also. So yeah, they found their happiness. All the Yoshis are happy. Go eat some bananas. That's it. I'm done. Bye.
Farewell.